It was pretty much a tale of two halves. We were pretty frustrated after the first half. We had 6 penalties that contributed. We had a lot of pre-snap mistakes on the offensive line with snaps. We expected some of that just because we had so many different kids up there that we had to play. And so I just had, for once, I was the one calming everybody down. It's usually the other way around. They're having to calm me down. But I just told everybody, calm down. Let us play our way into this deal. Let's eliminate those penalties. We'll be fine on offense. Defensively, it wasn't as bad as it looked like it was. We gave it the big throw, and Ken was right there, and they made a play. And the second drive, we had a defensive holding, and we had an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, which we did that. So we had to clean that up. And then, we didn't cover a kick. They've been running boundary return the whole night. They ran field return, and we overcommitted. And a nice job by them. So it was a little misleading. I was still very confident at halftime. I thought we could eliminate the penalties and hit the running back, quit ducking from him. I thought that back was physical, and we turned him down a few times. It was very disappointing, but we fixed that the second half as well. And I was really proud of everyone's team coming there kicking the ball. It gave us hanging time and depth in our kickoff teams. Hunter's kicked a lot of balls this year. His leg's getting tired, so it was good for the freshmen to go out there and kick it. So tempo was huge. They want to slow it down. Use a basketball analogy. They wanted to take it, work it around the perimeter, throw it into the post, kick it back out. We were going to take the first shot available tonight. We were up in tempo, and we talked to our kids about it. We want to control the tempo of the game. Whoever did was going to win it, and we thought we controlled the tempo of the ball game. So,
Jeff, how close was this game not being played? How close to it was it?
I don't think I could have taken one more offensive line hit. I don't think I could have. We totally social distanced those guys like we had like bubbles around them all week. That was very scary, and but we made it, and I was proud of them. They all got to play, and we're gonna be fresh next week, boys. We had a lot of guys get a week off, so we'll be fresh as heck if we can keep them healthy in practice. Now I've got to keep them healthy.
Could you tell us the total number of guys you were out today?
Yeah, we were out 11. We were out 11 for multiple reasons. We had 11 good players, 11 guys who played substantially this year that weren't there. I always write to myself before the game, during the game, just timeouts. So big thoughts. And you can look at this book. It said I listed everybody that's missing, and I wrote to myself. I said, this should not go well today, but I got a feeling our guys are going to show up and play. And it just happened. My son on FaceTime. Yeah, the Traylor family knew of all the kids missing. They were not expecting this today.
Okay, great. Yeah, Coach, between the COVID absences and then situations with Sincere and Coach Nick's not being here, what can you say about the group and how they kind of rallied to have such a convincing game despite all that?
That's a great question, Greg. I take great pride in our culture pillars, and it's the epitome of mental toughness. It's the epitome of integrity. I talk to our guys all the time about what is integrity. It's easy to be a man when everything's going good. Where are you when stuff's bad? That's when it's tough. Go home and not enough money in the bank account. And wife might be getting on to you about something, and whatever, my kid's sick, whatever it might be. That's when you got to find out who you are. And, I've felt that before too, but you learn and you get better at it. And so what we do on Friday, Greg, we do our triangle. I apologize for that. We do our triangle of toughness. Am I still on? We do our triangle of toughness like literally on the Alamo Dome field. So we have our defense on the left, we have our offense on the right, we have our special teams to complete the triangle. And what I did, I'm like, hey, Coach Griffin, Sincere McCormick's not playing tonight. Do we have any more running backs going to play? And he brought out all 3 of our backs. And I asked all of our team, I'm like, anybody scared to run these backs out there? They were all like, no, we're good. Because I didn't want my team sitting around in their moments privately going, God, we're missing all these kids. We have no chance to win. So then I said, hey, Maka's not playing. Do we have anybody on the O-line that can replace Maka? B. Roth's not playing. Do we have anybody that can replace B. Roth? And Coach Maddox brought out, T. Haynes and KD. I said, anybody got a problem with these guys playing? So everybody that was missing, I just went through their backup and brought them out there. And we just talked about it yesterday, put it all out on the carpet, and just said, anybody got any excuses? We're not making any excuses. All these backups are prepared all week, and and they're ready to go play. Now let's go play. And I think it went over very well. I think it gave some confidence, and we didn't blink again. My kids didn't blink. Chapter 9, I was teasing Dr. Compost. I didn't know what the chapter of this book was going to be, but I think it's going to be the unexpected. The unexpected. The whole week and the game. Unexpected. Chapter 9 in the books.
Coach, you guys hit 600 yards in total offense today for the first time in program history. How much do you think not having the game last week, that kind of unscheduled bye week, do you think helped in getting to that with the turn? I mean, you guys looked a little more fresh than y'all have in recent weeks.
That could have been, there's no doubt. But we have stacked a lot of great days on top of each other. We really have been practicing well. I know y'all hadn't seen it, but we have been practicing well. We have been gaining confidence. We've been talking about this is going to be a November to remember. History. You know, you can go to Texas and you're not going. There's nothing you're going to do historically. You can go to the University of Arkansas. You can come here. You can make history. We had Larry Coker come speak to us today. There's a picture of Coach Coker I just love it, and y'all all see it. Hands on his hip, right in front of his team. So we had that picture made for him today, and our team gave it to him. He spoke to us, and we had Alex, our video guy, who did a fantastic job of just showing us the history of the program. We have a real chance to do something. We've been beat by 4 very good teams. 4 very good teams. You go study UAB's record. You go study BYU's record. You go study Army's record. You go study FAU's record. Men, we keep playing good football. This season's up. That's 4 really good teams we went through. So I'm not surprised that, iron sharpens iron. And we played really good today. Most complete game since I've been the head coach here for sure.
Thomas?
Great. Coach, by my count during the game, 7 plays went for 20 yards or more. The big play, haven't quite been there all season. I know you've spoken on that before. What did you guys see on the offensive side that this allowed for big runs and big time passes? Again, speaking on past experience, where Frank maybe wasn't hitting those guys downfield, he was pretty on point today.
And we protected him better, so he got to get his feet set. Our receivers made plays down the field, and he threw the ball very well. Also, the head coach makes no secret when you beat your chest about triangle toughness every day, and every single day the head coach goes, they're a team run first. They're going to try to run the football. You know what you're going to get on defense. I mean, we don't see much zone coverage back there. We get low safeties, and so guess what you get? You get a lot of avenues to throw the football. So my receivers, I had to really talk to them about that a lot because all we talk about is team run. But they understand with team run, if they block, I'm throwing them the ball. If they don't block, I'm not throwing it to them. So if they go out there and block, that's what team run is. We celebrate that, we preach it, and we protected our quarterback, and we hit and the guys made plays down the field. We broke more tackles today than we have too. The only time I had to get on with Coach Lonnie the whole day, back to your question, we were at 6:02, and somebody up top said, "Hey, we're at 6:02." And Coach Lonnie's like, "I don't want to go in victory. We'll go under." I said, "Coach Lonnie, this is the only time I've had to gripe at you the entire day. We're not going to be selfish. Get in victory, and let's get out of here." So we're glad Josh only lost 1-1 and not 2-2 to keep us above the mark.
Coach, what have the last 24 hours been for you, like both, emotionally and just getting through this, roller coaster with everything going on?
Exhausting, emotional, a lot of prayer. It's tough business. It's tough business. Coached by tough people, played by tough people. It's a tough game. And we've been through a lot, but it's worth it to see those kids in that locker room. That's what this is about. It's about the kids. It's not about me. It's not about any coaches. It's about those dudes in that locker room. And they work so hard. They've given up so much to see them reach their goals. That's a great feeling. But yeah, it's been tough.
Okay, we'll go to Greg and then
How much notice did you have about Sincere McCormick, and how did that impact the game planning on offense this week?
Sincere was fantastic. He knew the due date. 6 months ago, 5 months. He's been worried about this, man. We've been talking about this every day. And he's like, Coach, man, what am I going to do? I said, you're going to be there for your girl. There's no question. He said, well, I'll do that, and I'll come back, and I'll back up Brady. I'll be his backup. Will you let me do that? I'm like, yeah, we can do that. That's fine. Go take care of your baby. And 4:45, Friday morning, what a day. He calls me, and he said, Coach, man, I'm struggling. He said, I don't want to leave her, and Brendan deserves to play. And I feel bad coming back. I'm going to feel bad on both accounts. I said, boy, I'll stay there and take care of that girl. We'll take care of this. He was fantastic. He communicated the entire time. He got COVID tested while he's up there. I mean, the kid did it right. And you talk about a man of integrity. Sincere McCormick did it right.
And Brendan Brady seemed to come through and carry his end of the bargain too. What did you make of his game?
That's just who that kid is, man. We know who he is. I mean, that injury hurt us early in the year. We lost a really good football player, and he's tough. And yeah, we're going to be pretty salty when we get them two boys back there together. Now, Sincere will be fresh as a daisy, and now Brendan will be the one beat up. So, role play, a little role switch there. I'm sorry.
Benny, you can wrap us up.
Coach, the pecking order now on your defensive coaching staff, does that just kind of work seamlessly? Is that your expectation for given the situation?
It happened so late that, that made that difficult. But we worked through it. We were up late last night, got up early this morning, just role played through it, just practiced. Because there's, whenever the only people that like change are babies, and that's when they're changing their diaper. The rest of us, you change anything. There's always more to change than people really anticipate. When you change anything, there's always a ripple effect that you didn't quite think through. And I knew this game was so pivotal to us because to get back above and to get above in the conference, this was a big game for us. Homecoming, Coach Coker here. And I just didn't want me not thinking through something to get us. And Coach Lepp did a great job calling the defense today. Our assistants did a great job on the field. Coach Wright, Coach Crown. Our quality control and analysts, man, Zach Brown, Drew Rhodes, Damian Williams. These guys stepped up, man. Off Jarvion, Williams, GA. We all had to do more. I was over there more than usual. We just had to do more. So I'm so proud of those guys. But I do want to repeat, this is a player's game. And the players make the plays. And we put them in position, but they're the ones that get it done. I mean, I love those dudes. And I'm proud of them because that's tough on kids, man. What they've been through, that's tough. So that's the way we did that tonight.
Can I throw one follow-up, just a quick offensive question?
Yes, sir.
600 yards is remarkable, even with everybody healthy, but to do that with 11 guys out, I mean, that's seriously remarkable.
I couldn't agree more. You can't explain it. I mean, you can't. If we did, we wouldn't all love sports like we do. We don't know. My wife gets so tired of this. She's like, baby, you said you were going to do that. I don't know, baby. I don't know. I mean, who knows? I mean, you do the best you can every week. And sometimes Dr. Campos even asks me questions. I'll be like, Dr. Campos, if it works, it's good. If it doesn't work, it was bad. That's the simple. We need to keep it. And today, it pretty much all worked. But it's because kids are bought in. I mean, you think about it. We snapped the ball over our head and gave them the ball on the 10. We then roughed the kicker after he missed it. And then he missed it again. I mean, go figure. Go figure. So far this year, I literally say on the headsets, I'm like, well, every game we've roughed the kicker so far this year, we've lost. That's not a good sign right now, boys.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank y'all.